Hey everyone, this is the third video for class 10 science chapter 10 light, reflection and refraction. We have already done in the earlier videos that reflection is the bouncing back of light in the same medium when it strikes a surface. And we have done that how does reflection takes place in a plane mirror, and I already told you that there are two types of mirror, the plane mirror and the spherical mirror. In this video our main concern will be towards the spherical mirror. So spherical mirror, सबसे पहले तो spherical mirrors बने कैसे? Suppose we have a transparent hollow glass sphere, एक transparent, obviously glass transparent होता है, hollow glass sphere है हमारे पास, and I cut it into two parts. From here I cut this portion and this portion. Now I get two pieces. In one of the pieces I polish the back side, and this inward side inside is the reflecting side. So this kind of mirror is called as concave mirror whose reflecting surface is bulging in. जिसका reflecting surface inside है, bulging in है, उसको हम क्या कहते हैं? Concave mirror. It's a converging mirror, means whenever light falls on a concave mirror, all the light rays converge, means come closer to each other after reflection. After reflection, all the light rays will come closer to each other, will meet at a point. And if I take another portion, and in this portion I polish the inside portion, and the light falls on the outward portion, its reflecting surface is now bulging out. Its reflecting surface is this outward portion. Now we call it as the convex mirror. This type of mirror is the convex mirror. And this is diverging mirror because whenever light falls on this mirror, the light rays move away from each other after reflection. That's why it is called as diverging. Terms related to spherical mirrors. Now there are some terms which are related to the spherical mirrors. As I told you that spherical mirror is obtained from a hollow glass sphere. Now there are some terms. If we take this hollow glass sphere and we have taken, suppose, this portion of the hollow glass sphere, this is this portion from M1 to M2, this hollow portion, particular portion of this hollow glass sphere M1, M2, and I have polished this opposite side. This side I have polished, so the reflecting side is inward. That's why it's a concave mirror. Now this M1, M2 is called as aperture. The diameter of the reflecting surface of a mirror which can be exposed to incident light. इंसिडेंट लाइट जहाँ पर आ रही है, ये सारा पोर्शन जहाँ पर इंसिडेंट लाइट आ रही है, इस पूरे पोर्शन रिफ्लेक्टिंग सरफेस का अगर मैं डायामीटर लूँ अप्रॉक्सीमेटली लाइक दिस, सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज एपर्चर. दिस M1 to M2, this is called as aperture. And the midpoint of this reflecting surface, this is the reflecting surface, and the midpoint of this reflecting surface is called as pole. So pole is represented as P, the midpoint of the reflecting surface, and the aperture which is presented as M1, M2 is the diameter of that reflecting surface which is exposed to light, वो portion जिस पर light आ रही है. Then center of curvature. What is center of curvature? You know that this is a spherical mirror. It has been obtained from a sphere. Now this sphere must have been a center. Actually center of curvature उसी hollow glass sphere का center होता है जहाँ से ये हमने छोटा सा portion obtain किया है. So it is the center of the hollow glass sphere from which mirror has been obtained. That is called as center of curvature. And what is radius of curvature? It could be easily understood. This is the pole. This is the center of curvature. From pole till center of curvature, this distance will be called as radius of curvature. पोल से लेकर सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर तक का डिस्टेंस, दैट विल बी कॉल्ड एज रेडियस ऑफ कर्वेचर. Center of curvature is presented as C and radius of curvature is presented as R. Now we have another term, that is principal axis. What is principal axis? An imaginary line which is passing through center of curvature, later we'll do focus, pole. तो एक imaginary line जो इन सब point से pass होती हुई जा रही है, that is called as principal axis. The imaginary line which passes through pole, through focus, through center of curvature, that is called as principal axis. Now we have a term that is principal focus. What is principal focus? I already told you that concave mirror is a converging mirror. This is aperture, this is pole, focus and center of curvature. Now I told you that all light rays meet at a point after reflection because it's a concave mirror. So अगर हम concave mirror की बात करें, ये लाइट इंसिडेंट रे आई, अगर कोई लाइट रे, अभी हम आगे रूल्स में पढ़ेंगे, पैरेलल टू द प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस आती है, it will pass through this point after reflection. This point is called as F. Similarly, if we have another incident ray and this incident ray is also parallel to the principal axis, will also pass through this F, principal focus. So basically it's a point on the principal axis at which all the light rays coming parallel to the principal axis after reflection actually meet or appear to meet. In case of concave mirror, the light rays will actually meet. तो वो point जहाँ पर सारी light rays principal axis से pass अगर हो रही हैं तो after reflection pass होती हैं, उसको बोलते हैं हम principal focus. And actually it is the midpoint of pole and center of curvature. पोल और सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर का बिल्कुल मिड होता है फोकस. ये वो पॉइंट होता है जहाँ पर सारी लाइट रेज मीट करती हैं आफ्टर रिफ्लेक्शन. दोज लाइट रेज विच आर इंसिडेंट पैरेलल टू द प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस, जो पहले कैसे थी, पैरेलल टू द प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस. The next term is focal length. So what is focal length? From pole till focus, the distance between pole and focus is called as the focal length and it is presented as small f. Now after we have done all the terms which are related to, either these terms are for concave as well as convex mirror, now we have certain rules to construct the ray diagrams in case of concave mirror. In case of convex mirror, the rules are slightly different, so we'll do it later. But for concave mirror, what are the rules to construct the ray diagrams? Basically, these are the rules which tell us how to make a ray diagram, because there is a certain path which is being followed by an incident ray after reflection. So first rule states that if any light is parallel to the principal axis, if light is falling parallel to the principal axis, it will pass through F after reflection. Mind it, the arrows, incident ray, the light which falls on the mirror is incident ray, and you can say that arrow is towards the mirror and it is coming parallel to the principal axis, and after the reflection it will pass through the principal focus. This is the first rule. Now the second rule is vice versa of this, that if any incident light rays coming towards focus of the concave mirror, then after reflection it will become parallel to the principal axis. तो अगर कोई light ray already focus की तरफ आ रही है, you can see the arrow, after reflection it will become parallel to the principal axis. And the third rule states that if a light ray is coming towards the center of curvature. It is actually passing through the center of curvature. अगर कोई light ray center of curvature की तरफ आ रही है, it will bounce back along the same path. The incident ray and the reflected rays are on the same path. So if light ray is coming to through center of curvature, it will bounce back following the same original path. The next and the last rule states that if a light is falling on the pole of a concave mirror, in that case it will reflect back in such a way that angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection, that is following the laws of reflection of light. Actually, in all the cases, the laws of reflection of light is followed. You can see this at this point, because this is the center point, you can see that principal axis is like normal, because if I draw a tangent at this pole, so we can say that this is 90 degree. That's why this is behaving like a normal. So इंसिडेंट रे नॉर्मल यानी प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस के साथ जितना एंगल बना रही है, रिफ्लेक्टेड रे भी उतना ही एंगल बनाकर रिफ्लेक्ट बैक हो जाएगी. एक्चुअली पहले 3 केसेस में भी लॉ ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन फॉलो हो रहा था, बट उसमें क्योंकि लाइट पोल पर नहीं आ रही थी तो हमें वो पता नहीं चल रहा था, बट एक्चुअली उसमें भी एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस एंड एंगल ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन इक्वल ही होते हैं. On the basis of these 4 rules, you can easily make any of the ray diagram. You will be given the position of the object and you have to tell the position of image, size of image and the nature of image formed. How can you do that? You have to take 2 incident rays, means obviously there will be 2 reflected rays. For instance, first ray you will always choose parallel to the principal axis. तो कोई भी लाइट रे जो प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस के पैरेलल होती है तो वो रिफ्लेक्शन के बाद कहाँ से पास होती है? थ्रू फोकस. वी कैन टेक दिस फर्स्ट रे. सेकेंड रे वी कैन पास इट थ्रू फोकस, दैट विल बिकम पैरेलल टू द प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस आफ्टर रिफ्लेक्शन. वी कैन पास इट थ्रू पोल, वी कैन पास इट थ्रू सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर. तो उन तीनों में से कोई भी हम दूसरी रे ले सकते हैं टू मेक आर रे डायग्राम. एंड जहाँ पर 2 रिफ्लेक्टेड रेज मीट करती हैं वहाँ पर इमेज फॉर्म होती है. सो लेट्स टेक द फर्स्ट केस. द फर्स्ट केस इज व्हेन ऑब्जेक्ट इज एट इन्फिनिटी. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय इन्फिनिटी? दैट इज वेरी वेरी फार फ्रॉम अस. वी कांट सी दैट पॉइंट, बट the light rays coming from such a far point will obviously parallel to the principal axis. इतनी दूर से जो लाइट रेज आ रही हैं वो हमें कैसी दिखेंगी? Parallel to the principal axis. So what we have taken, we can't make the object here because object is at infinity. We can't locate the object. We just suppose like light coming from the sun. So the light rays are coming parallel to the principal axis. The first light ray which is parallel to the principal axis will pass through focus after reflection according to the first rule. The second ray also passes parallel to the principal axis and it will also pass through the focus after reflection. So what can we see? That the 2 reflected rays meet at the focus. So characteristics of image will be position at F, means the image has been formed at the focus of the mirror. Secondly, what kind of images? I already told you that real image is always inverted and the virtual image is always erect. Here we can't see that image is inverted or erect because image is just a point. But light rays are actually meeting. They don't appear to meet, they are meeting actually. So when the light rays are actually meeting, the image will be real. And I told you that real image is always inverted. So in this case the image, the nature of image will be real and inverted. Size of images, as we can see that there is just a dot, means the image is highly diminished, means very very small in size. In the same manner we can make other 5 ray diagrams as well. Next case is when object is present beyond C, means object C से पीछे कहीं present है. Now we can locate the object. We have marked this. We have this concave mirror, pole, focus, center of curvature, and beyond the center of curvature we have placed this object A, B. This is the head of the object, this is the leg, you can say, of the object. The first light ray is parallel to the principal axis, so it will pass through F after reflection. This is the first reflected ray. And we have passed the second ray through center of curvature. The light which is passing through center of curvature will reflect back along the same path. So this is the second reflected ray. This is the first reflected ray, and the two reflected rays meet at this point where the image is formed. This point is actually the head of the image, and you can say the legs of the image are at the principal axis. So this is the image A dash B dash. उल्टी हो गई ना image? Position कहाँ बनी image? Between focus and the center of curvature. The nature of image is real and inverted because light rays are actually meeting and the image is inverted, we can see. So image is real and inverted. And what is the size of the image? Smaller than object. We can see this is the object and the image is slightly smaller than the object. Now the next case is when object is at the center of curvature. Here object is present at the center of curvature. So this is the object. The first light ray is passing through the parallel to the principal axis will pass through F after reflection, and we have taken the second incident ray passing through the focus. Since the second ray is passing through focus, so it will become parallel after reflection. The first reflected ray is this which is passing through focus, and the second reflected ray is parallel, and these two reflected rays meet at this point. So here the image is formed A dash B dash. What are the characteristics? Image is formed at C, center of curvature. What is the nature of the image? Real and inverted. The light rays are meeting actually, that's why it is real, and it is below the principal axis. All the images which are formed below the principal axis are inverted. And the third, what is the size of image? Same as that of object. The size of object and the size of image is same. Similarly, you can make the other ray diagrams. I hope this is very clear to you. You can make all the ray diagrams, and if any doubts, you can ask me.